As the drivers get ready for the third race of Season 3 here in Australia, Melbourne, it's lights out, and away we go. Dom gets overtaken already at the start. Levi's in first, Evans in P3, Gerald Crisp is being overtaken by LJ. Now they switch back, Lucas in P7, and Dom leads this race. Levi's in second, Evans in third, LJ's in P4 as they come down sector 1. Sizzling H from 8th all the way to P5, but Gerald Crisp and him are battling away in the midfield. Lunga's in P7, AJP is in 8th, Ollie in 9th, Entire YOLO in 10th, and now there's a yellow flag, and it's the Mercedes driver of Ollie tumbling down the order into P12. Dom leads, followed by Levi and then Evan. As we go on board with Dom, the leader of this race, has Levi behind him, and then Evan, then LJ, then Sizzling H. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Dom gets the fastest lap of the race. You can see Levi and Evan trying to gain on Dom. Dom had pole position and is still in first. Levi follows him, the Alpine driver, and then the Red Bull driver. As we go on board with Levi, he's going to try and send it round the outside. Dom just ahead, as Levi now sends it down the inside, but Dom gets the better exit. Evan's now going to gain on them slightly, and so is LJ. And Sizzling Harvey is in P5, not too far behind from the leaders of this race, but Dom still leads, and Levi is still after Dom. But there's a yellow flag in sector 1 and in sector 2. But the drivers carry on, and Dom still leads, and Entire YOLO has retired from this race, and Sizzling H has been given a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with Entire YOLO. The safety car has been deployed here on lap 2 as we go on board with our current leader, Dom, the McLaren driver, going into the pits, followed by Levi and then Evan. You can see change of tyres. Gerald Crisp has stayed out. It's going to see him in the lead, but most of the drivers here are going into the pits under this safety car. Entire YOLO is out of this race. The safety car then is coming in here on lap 4. Gerald Crisp goes into the pits, so Dom's going to reclaim the lead of this race. Levi's in second, then Evan, then LJ. AJP is up into P5, Lunga's in P6, Tony JD, the Williams driver in P7, Harry Sanchez in P8, Ollie in P9, Sizzling H is in 10th, and Gerald Crisp is 11th. As we go back underway, you can see LJ trying to gain on Evan. He's got AJP on his inside. LJ's going to try and hold the outside line, and AJP's had a spin, almost takes Lunga out, but Lunga gets past, as well as Harry Sanchez and Tony JD, and AJP goes tumbling down the order into P10, and now LJ finds himself in P4, and Lunga's up into P5. Dom still leads this race, followed by Levi and then Evan. Evan gets the fastest lap of the race. 4 drivers all battling for first. Dom leads them, then it's Levi, and then Evan. Levi is gaining, might try and send it round the inside, and Dom has to hold the inside line. Levi takes the lead of the race just about, but Dom's going to try and fight back. That might make room for Evan. LJ's also gaining on them, but Levi takes the lead of the race. Levi gets the fastest lap of the race as Harry Sanchez sends it down the inside of Lunga and gets the move done into P5 for the Red Bull driver. AJP now gets the fastest lap of this race, and that's going to see Harry Sanchez make a nice move there on Lunga. Evan now trying to hunt down LJ after LJ got the overtake earlier on this race. Can Evan get his position back? We go on board with the Red Bull driver. He's gaining on the AlphaTauri driver of LJ. He's going to try and stick it round the outside. LJ holds the inside line. They're wheel to wheel, both on the medium compound of tyres, and that's going to see Tony JD get a 3-second time penalty, and Evan gets the move done back into the podium positions, back into P3, but LJ won't give up and he'll continue to fight for that P3 position, but currently, right now, Evan is in P3. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and it's P11 of Totally JD has caused a second safety car here in Australia. The safety car is coming in this lap. 5 laps to go. Levi, the Alpine driver, leads. Dom is in second, Evans in third, LJ in P4, Lunga in P5, Harry Sanchez in P6, Ollie in 7th, AJP in 8th, followed by Sizzling Harvey, Gerald Crisp and Totally JD as we get back underway here on lap 10 here in Melbourne. Levi leads, followed by Dom. You can see Lunga and LJ battling in the midfield. Dom hunting down Levi, as Evan behind him, as LJ behind him, and then Lugner, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 2, and it's Lugner, and he's had a spin, just like he did around Saudi Arabia, and that's going to see Lugner, with no front wing, fall down from P5 to P11. You can see Dom, Evan, LJ as Harry Sanchez is getting on LJ, and Harry Sanchez has made contact with the Alpha Tower driver, and they've picked up AJP, GRL Crisp, Sizzling H, and Tony JD are all going to get moves done there, but that's going to see LJ, AJP, and Harry Sanchez all fall down the order, and I have to say that was the Red Bull driver's fault of Harry Sanchez. LJ is not going to be happy with that as he goes wide, and now AJP gets the move done on LJ. Dom now side by side, and Evan is going to try and send it around the outside, but Dom just about gets the better exit. Evan gets pushed slightly wide, but Dom still manages to stay in P2. Evan won't give up. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3 as Sizzling H continues to gain on the Mercedes driver, Ollie. This would be his best position finish so far this season. Has to defend Sizzling H as LJ gets a 3-second time penalty. Sizzling H is now gaining on Ollie, and they're now side by side. Ollie holds the inside. Sizzling H goes round the outside. They're very close. Who's going to come out on top? You can see it's just about Sizzling H, and he gets the move done on the Mercedes driver of Ollie. And the two Alfa Romeos are running in P3 and P4, and that's going to see Ollie fall down into P5. It's Levi, the Alpine driver, who wins his second league race this season, followed by Evan, followed by GRL Crisp on the podium. Sizzling H finishes in P4, Ollie in P5, Totally JD in P6, AJP in P7, LJ in P8, Harry Sanchez in P9, and Lugner in P10, with Dom and entire YOLO retiring earlier on this race. And it's Levi who comes home victorious for the second time already this season. He wins the LGN Australia Grand Prix. Evan comes home in P2, and GRL Crisp, the Alfa Romeo driver, comes home on the podium in P3. We hope you've enjoyed today's video as the drivers celebrate their podium and spray their champagne. It's Imola, Italy next for a sprint race and a full league race. But for now, let's look at the current standings this season. This is what the current driver standings look like after today's race. Levi goes into first on 50 points. AJP is in second. Dom is in third. Evan in P4. Sizzling H in fifth. GRL Crisp in sixth. Ollie in seventh. Harry Sanchez in 8th, LJ in 9th, Lugner in 10th, JC in 11th, Totally JD in 12th, Jack in 13th, Blazer in 14th, and entire YOLO in 15th. Here's how the Constructor Standings League table looks so far. McLaren are first on 78 points, Red Bull are in second, Alpine in third, Alfa Romeo in fourth, Mercedes in 5th, Alpha Tower in 6th, Williams up into 7th, and Ferrari are in 8th. Thank you for watching today's video. We will see you around the Imola Sprint next week.